You've been planting wrong. Add this and, well, just watch explosive growth. Your plants don't fail because of bad seeds or bad weather. They fail in the first 5 minutes after planting. What you put into that hole determines everything: root strength, disease resistance, and honestly, how heavy your harvest will be. Get this step right, and your tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers won't just survive. They'll explode with growth. And if you love practical, results-driven gardening tips like this, consider subscribing to Grow Bountiful so you never miss what actually works in the garden. Why the planting hole matters more than anything. The first 1 to 2 weeks after transplanting are not about leaves or height. This is the hidden phase where your plant is building its root system. If roots develop fast and strong, everything above ground follows naturally: thicker stems, deeper green leaves, and eventually more flowers and fruit. Most gardeners make the mistake of feeding the top of the plant too early. But the real secret is feeding the roots directly at planting. That's where this method changes everything. When you enrich the planting hole properly, you reduce transplant shock, speed up adaptation, and create a nutrient-rich zone exactly where the plant needs it most. The exact planting hole formula. For each planting hole, use the following combination. Keep it consistent for tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of potato starch. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of dry peas. Add 1 tablespoon of finely crushed eggshells or a natural calcium source. Add 1 teaspoon of mycorrhiza. Add 1 tablespoon of rice husk. Add 1 tablespoon of crushed nut shells or a similar organic material. Add 1 tablespoon of buckwheat husk or a similar soil conditioner. Add 1 to 2 handfuls of vermicompost. Mix everything lightly with the soil at the bottom of the hole before placing your plant. This combination works as a complete underground feeding system that supports your plant from day one through the entire growing season. The power of starch for root activation. Potato starch might sound unusual, but it plays a powerful role underground. It contains carbohydrates that act as an immediate energy source for soil microbes. These microbes, in turn, help break down nutrients into forms your plant can absorb quickly. This creates a living, active soil environment right at the roots. The result is faster root development and a noticeable boost in early plant vigor. You won't see dramatic growth above ground in the first few days, but beneath the soil, your plant is building the foundation for everything that follows. Why dry peas boost early growth? Dry peas are more than just organic matter. They are packed with amino acids, natural sugars, and essential minerals that slowly release into the soil. As they decompose, they enrich the root zone and support steady, balanced growth. This helps prevent early nutrient deficiencies, especially issues like pale leaves or weak stems. They also encourage beneficial microbial activity, which is key to healthy soil and strong plants. Calcium for strong, disease-free plants. You know, calcium is actually one of the most overlooked nutrients in gardening, yet it's absolutely essential for preventing common problems like blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers. By adding crushed eggshells or another natural calcium source, you can ensure a slow, steady release of calcium throughout the season. This really helps to strengthen cell walls, improves fruit quality, and increases resistance to disease. Unlike those quick fertilizers that just wash away, this method feeds your plants continuously over time. Now let's talk about mycorrhiza for explosive root expansion. This is where things get really powerful. Mycorrhiza are beneficial fungi that form a symbiotic relationship with plant roots. Once they're attached, they actually extend the root system far beyond its natural reach. That means your plant can access more water and nutrients, often 2 to 3 times more than it could on its own. The result? Faster growth, stronger plants, and significantly higher yields. Honestly, it's one of the most effective ways to boost plant performance naturally. Building resilient plants starts with using silicon-rich materials. Rice husk, for example, plays a key role in strengthening plants against stress. It contains silicon, which really helps plants tolerate heat, cold, and drought a lot more effectively. This is especially important for crops like tomatoes and cucumbers, which, can be quite sensitive to sudden changes in weather. By adding rice husk to the planting hole, you're basically giving your plants a built-in defense system that helps them adapt and thrive. Now, improving soil structure is just as crucial for long-term success. Crushed nutshells and buckwheat husk might seem simple, but they actually do something incredibly important. They improve soil structure. They loosen compacted soil, improve aeration, and help retain just the right amount of moisture. This creates the perfect environment for roots to grow freely without stress. Better soil structure means better root development, and better roots mean healthier, more productive plants. Let's talk about vermicompost for continuous nutrition. Vermicompost, also known as biohumus, is honestly one of the most complete organic fertilizers you can use. It provides a steady supply of nutrients, beneficial microbes, and growth-promoting compounds. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, it doesn't overwhelm the plant. Instead, it feeds gently and consistently over time. Adding 1 to 2 handfuls per planting hole ensures your plants have everything they need from the start and throughout the growing season. Now, as for how to plant for the best results. Before planting, always water your seedlings thoroughly. This prevents stress and helps them transition smoothly into the soil. Use warm, settled water when planting, because cold water can shock young plants and slow down root development. Place the plant into the prepared hole, cover with soil, and gently firm it down. Water lightly after planting, then water again a few days later once the roots begin to settle. Spacing and positioning are absolutely key for maximum yield. Spacing plays a critical role in plant health and productivity. For smaller plants, you can space them around 20 centimeters apart, while larger varieties will need 40 to 50 centimeters. Position shorter plants on the south side so they get full sunlight without being shaded by taller ones. Light is just as important as nutrients when it comes to strong growth and high yields. And, what to expect after planting is important too. Don't panic if your plants don't grow much above ground in the first week or two. This is completely normal. During this time, the plant is focusing on root development. Once the roots are established, you'll see a sudden surge in growth. Strong stems, lush leaves, and rapid vertical development. This is really the moment when all your preparation pays off. Feeding through the season is all about giving your plants what they need, when they need it. After the initial planting phase, your plants will need different nutrients at different stages. Early growth benefits from nitrogen to build leaves and stems. As flowering begins, you want to shift to nutrients that support blooms and fruit formation. Later on, focus on improving fruit size, flavor, and sweetness. But because you started with a rich planting hole, your plants will already have a strong foundation, making every additional feeding more effective. The result you can expect is, hard to ignore. Plants establish faster, grow stronger, and resist diseases naturally. You'll see thicker stems, deeper green foliage, and more flowers turning into fruit. Harvests become larger, more consistent, and higher in quality. This isn't about using expensive products or complicated systems. It's really about understanding what your plant needs at the most critical moment and delivering it exactly where it matters. Now, just a few final thoughts. The planting hole is not just a hole. It's your one chance to set your plants up for success from the very beginning. When you treat it as the foundation of your entire growing season, everything changes. Try this method once, and honestly, you'll never go back to planting without it. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to Grow Bountiful and share this with a fellow gardener who wants bigger, healthier harvests.